Kendrick could come to Toronto with no security guard and walk around downtown. Let's be honest, bro.
I heard he going to New Old King. I heard he going to rent the spot out.
Drake might catch a RICO case, all because of DJ Akademiks and Top 5.
So you tell me that Kendrick can't go to New Old King and get that fried rice?
I'm going to give him something better than that fried rice.
Drake, hear me, no troll. You need to get away from that dude.
But he's doing too much. And we got finessed 2 times, just violated probation potentially because King was doing too much.
The police questioned King about what happened. King told them everything, man.
How did it make you violate your probation, bro?
We also have Shannon Sharpe, Grape Accuser, finally came out detailing all sorts of incidents that happened between them.
He was manhandling me beforehand.
And we got a real question to ask, ladies and gentlemen. The whole internet's been debating, and we finally get to weigh in. Who's winning, a gorilla or 100 men?
All the white people are being like, we'd f them up, and all the black people are like, that gorilla would f them up, and I'm like, I trust black people at assessing danger more than I do white people.
Babies, this conversation is so stupid, but we're here to talk about it, okay?
Let's go!
What's up this week?
I didn't get with the 1, 2, 3.
They're calling me John Gotti right now, Ak.
Yo, I hear the man about to come to the 6 and diss everybody up.
You hear this new one? They have a diss for the GGs, Kendrick and them. I'm telling my big homie. They got a diss for us. Holy fuck. Ak, you know what? You know what?
We're gonna dive behind that.
Tell him, yeah. Tell him come to Toronto. Bring your bodyguard. He can get it.
They're gonna do that in the stadium, though. They're gonna do that in the stadium and get police escort to the private jet.
Don't you know I got connects in stadiums? Everything, Ak.
Yeah.
I'm hot right now, Ak. I'm a guy, Ak. Ak. Yo, hold on. I'm on stream, but they can't see us. Ak.
Yeah.
Do you think he could come right now? Remember, just don't come police escort. No police escort? Holy he's gonna play Young Dolph 100 shots after.
DJ Akademiks is catching fire, cloud babies, rightfully so, because of this incident right here. Instigating this whole thing with Top 5 and Kendrick, when Kendrick get to Canada, what he should and shouldn't do.
Bro, he's the lunchroom instigator, man. He's sitting on the end of the table being like, you heard what he said about you? You gonna let that slide? Why don't you pull up on him? You know what I mean? Like, hey, why are you instigating violence?
He's gonna implicate Drake in a freaking RICO
100%.
case, bro. Because Top 5 already been in jail. He got a record and stuff like that. And then he is known to be Drake's goon.
Yeah.
So even when the incidents with like the weekend when his house got shot up, they even claimed that he had something to do with it.
Interesting.
Regardless if it's true or not, but still, you don't want your name to be in those type of things. And then you know the feds is watching. There's a RICO case that's happening in Big U situation. You see how they move.
Yes.
Now, why Ak will go on live stream drunk as a skunk
on the Henny.
Yeah. And then instigating a Top 5 a felon.
Yeah, and you can see in the rhetoric, like how Ak is talking, you can see he's kind of setting him up a little bit, like trying to coax him into being mad about it, right? Like, and the thing is, out of all this, you have to look at Ak's making money off this stuff,
of course.
So
of his demise.
So you got to look at it as what the motive is weird, because now you're trying to get views, you're trying to start drama. You're generating, instead of covering it, because that's what usually Act's about, right? Yeah. You cover drama that's happening in the world, and he has his opinions, but he also just, lets everyone know. Now he's like directly, we covered this when he was really with the Drake beef, because he was almost involved to a point, right? He's a part of the narrative now.
Yeah.
And now he's inserting himself as the goddamn, the storyteller himself, literally trying to make it happen, so.
I just didn't think that was smart.
That's
I'm
an
a
overstep.
DJ Ak fan. I respect what he does. Like, he opened doors for a lot of us.
Bro, the stuff with the kid.
Respectfully so. Yeah, the stuff with the kid was a bit crazy.
Weird, bro.
That was crazy.
Don't get me
wrong.
I jumped off a little bit on that. I was like,
I did too. But at the end of the day, when it comes to content, he give you good content.
Oh, yeah.
And stuff like that. You know what I mean?
He usually sticks right to the facts.
My problem with this situation is that he's going too far, because if anything happened to Kendrick, automatically Drake is going to be accountable for it, because if Top 5 is involved, it's a RICO case, homie.
It's not smart.
DJ Vlad 2-3 weeks ago was talking about like there might be a RICO case on Drake in regards to the, you know what I mean, the house that he bought in and all the girls and stuff like that.
That's a whole
so
different thing.
know there's gonna be an upcoming investigator that wanna shine. That's gonna be, yo, you know what? Let me
Willis
look
type?
into this.
A Fannie Willis type?
No, this time it's gonna be a white girl.
Yeah.
There ain't gonna be no mammy.
Yeah.
This is too big for a mammy. This is gonna be a white girl. It's gonna be a young prosecutor that's ready to rumble, son, and be like, yo, let me look into this.
You reckon?
That's all it'll take.
Yeah.
You have DJ Akademiks doing that with Top 5.
Yep.
And then if anything happened to Kendrick, well, he's in Canada. This nigga tripped up a toe, anything, nigga. Like, you don't understand. Like, Drake.
I hear you gonna be moving in Canada type wicked, though. I hear you going downtown. You gonna take a picture by the CN Tower, and then he going two places: New Hope King, and then he pulling up by Drake Block. That's what I heard.
Yeah.
Could be wrong. Still, I don't know if that's a good idea.
He's gonna have to listen to 100 shots.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's his fault, man. He called the hit.
That's what I'm saying, son. It could be a disgruntled fan that the tickets didn't go through. It's a fake ticket and punch Kendrick right in the face or scissor. Oh my God, Drake and that.
Bro,
that's how it start.
Someone needs to go and clean Scissor's room. I don't know about that, but the other thing is,
why is Scissor dirty, Cloud baby?
Let's not talk about
be
that.
serious. I love Scissor. Yo, she's bad.
Let's not talk about it. Let's just ignore the rest of the photo. Let's ignore the rest of the video. Just focus on what's important.
I can't, son. She remind me of those lady cat, like those girls that have like mad cats and shit, like clothes everywhere. Nah, son.
All
That's
these
not
girls
sexy.
are like that.
Nah.
All these girls are like that. When you're not looking.
Oof.
You know what I mean? We saw Drewski's house, the way these girls were living.
Son, speaking of Drewski, did you see what the midget did to Drewski?
Why'd he do them dirty like that? And then the white girl turned back and said, yeah, it was good.
I heard that CJ did sleep with somebody on the show. I think it was Bambi, actually.
Yeah, y'all heard that, bitch. I heard that you sucked that dick. Fuck niggas shorter than me.
Whoa. But there are always two sides to every story. Can we play the other side of the clip?
Get that short ass bitch out here.
Once we got back to the house, I went upstairs and got comfortable with some clothes. And that's when I noticed Country went in her room. She wanted to have sex.
No, Country ain't fuck DJ. Yes, she did. No, Country.
The man? You fucked the man? See, I knew I wasn't wrong. Hey, bring CJ out here. You don't clap up for CJ in the fuck Country. Hey, hold on, bro. You was creeping while I was sleeping?
Listen, these girls said they coming for you, right?
Yeah.
I had to sit back and do my homework and see who was really for you. You really think I'm gonna let somebody just come here and play in your face like this?
That's weird.
It was good. It was good. It was good. It was.
I told you she was You right.
Yo! All right, nah, baby's off topic.
We're off
Let's
topic.
go.
Sorry, you got to see that.
My bad.
But
yeah,
you know,
so this RICO is serious.
It's
go ahead.
really serious.
It could be.
But Ack is becoming too involved, man. You're right. It's an overstep. I think it's gonna come back to bite to the guys that he's trying to support, like Drake. You know what I mean? Like, why you
see? The thing is, I don't think anything will happen to Ack. I think it will end up with Drake. They're gonna try to blame Drake for the
100%.
whole BS if anything bad happened. Because like I said, the Weeknd shit already got shot up. Like, you know what I mean? There
That's
was
an
already a
interesting point.
couple of, you know.
But when does Ack's when do people start looking at what the actions of Ack and start to tie in and be like, hey, at this point,
I think it started since the
started,
child
right?
shit. Yeah, I think, and not only that, I think
And the Drake
doing the
stuff.
Drake stuff. Yeah, he was too opinionated.
one-sided, or
too,
it feels like you're kind of getting some payola or some shit, which is an allegation.
Complete
allegation. Which is probably not the case, but it just seems that way. So people are like, hey, like, what's going on? But for you to you're not thinking about the long term here.
No.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
ridiculous.
No,
and you know who has to do the same thing? Finesse 2 times.
Oh, boy, your boy Finesse 2 time out here, Cloud Babies. His whole probation got violated due to King.
The police questioned King about what happened. King told them everything, man. King told them everything that can happen and everything that been going on in my house.
How did it make you violate your probation, bro? Like, just tell me. If you tell me, I will cut all my hair off. Just tell me. I've been gone away from around you 6-7 months. Bro, you violated your own probation, bro. I ain't making no more videos about you. That is dead. We're going to leave this alone. And don't get in my comments talking about, so why is a child speaking on a grown man? Why is a grown man speaking on a child? We're just going to leave this right here, and we're just going to clear that right there. You get what I'm saying? Just keep it out your mouth. Go your separate ways, man. I wish you the best. Hold your head high. Hold your chin up. Peace out.
He only had 1 day or 2 days left of his probation. They called him like, yo, you know, this is what had happened. We see King in the internet with like
they
with guns, smoking weed.
Yeah. They waited till the last 2 days.
The last 2 days, I like.
We knew about King. We covered this like 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago.
Club it, no, way longer. Than that.
Maybe a month ago.
It would be like 6-7 months ago, bro.
Man, I don't know that long, but yeah, like so they waited. They were like, you know what? Let him think he's fine. We'll call him right before. We'll let him get his hopes up, get happy for a little bit before calling him up with the news of King's debauchery, bro. This kid, but you gotta
costing
know
him everything, son.
Bro, but you gotta know, this was dumb. With all the pedophilia questioning and all that going on in the world today, you gonna travel around with a little kid as your sidekick?
Yo, you want to adopt a kid? Go to Africa, my nigga. Bro, like, get one of those starving kids. At least they'll be mad grateful.
You're a rapper.
Yeah.
You're already got trouble with the law, right? Your lifestyle is a rapper lifestyle.
Talking about how he was talented. He reminded me of Little Bow Wow.
Now we know how that turned out. Just like, what do we learn, ladies and gentlemen?
King is no longer with me. So if you see King with guns, you see King shooting dice, you see King in the club, you see King doing grown people, he not with me. I admit, granted, I was with it once upon a time because I understand where King come from. I let him shoot dice. I let him curse. You know what I'm saying? I let him do that. And it got to a point where I was like, this ain't right.
You have to blame parents.
You got to blame Finesse and the parents. Finesse out here take this kid from wherever.
Dog.
Smoking weed with him. Dog. That's not right. No, he deserve it. He deserve at least another 6 month, Cloud baby.
If Finesse
I'm a parent.
Yes.
I will never allow my kid to go and smoke weed with some random weird dude like that. Bro. You know what I mean? That's having strippers everywhere. I don't want my kids to grow up like that.
Are you kidding? Bro, imagine this. We heard everything that happened when kids sent their kids to Neverland, to a theme park.
That's the whole setup. Down. R. Kelly, Michael,
they're sending
Epstein's. There's so many examples.
100%. They sent the kid to Finesse 2 times, strip club, tour.
Yeah.
What did we expect? And then the other thing is, you're right, 100%. If Finesse 2 times knew that King was smoking weed and participating in all this kind of stuff, 100%, you're an idiot. You go to jail. Go to jail. Yeah. The kids
are... You need an extra 6 months.
What is he, like 9, 10, 11?
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Even if he was 15,
does he know how to 16, beat his meat yet?
No.
And he's out there at a strip club?
You're an influencer. Like, you got to understand, you got to lead the right path.
He doesn't even know where to put it. And you sending him to the strip club?
Yeah.
What are we doing?
His name is Finesse, bro.
It's ridiculous.
I can actually sue you, brother, it was a deal like April the 2023, he came and got me. And April 2023, he came and got me. And April 2024, I supposed to came back. So that really mean he never had custody of me. So that's really like kidnapping, as you say.
But you know, I got to give equal shit to the parents, because in this day and age, we value money and bullshit so much. What happened to actually raising a kid that's gonna like be a good member of society? Actually care about people, maybe be generous, maybe go out and
gratitude.
What the hell? Now all we care about is clout, money, optics, and bullshit.
No, just number one, clout. But a lot of them is not even making money from it. So it's not even the money, it's the clout. So they assume that the clout is gonna bring them money, but if they don't know how to monetize the clout, they're not getting paid. So it's a recycle, like it's repetitive, like, you know what I mean? So they keep on going and doing it over, thinking like they'll get it. But even if they did get that million views and shit, but they don't know how to
that long.
Yeah. He got kids. Isn't he a parent? I'm pretty sure if he's a parent. So if he was allowed to raise King like that, let him do certain things, blatantly go live and record himself. What are the kids doing? These real kids.
Oh,
how are they being raised?
Maybe they're getting raised by the mama as another house.
Yeah, true.
Properly.
Yeah.
And then you got this front runner, King, who's supposed to get you views and you're paying a stipend to at the age of 9 years old, and he's gonna get into some mess because that's what your lifestyle involves.
Yeah.
Crazy work. Dumb idea, and you're getting the fruits of it. He's gonna end up in jail because of it.
Yeah, only 1 month though, I think. I think he got like 1 month left of probation, so I think he might have to serve that 1 or 2 months.
And send King's parents to jail for neglect too.
Yeah.
Send him to jail.
Yeah. If it was up to me, 6 months to finesse, a year for the parents.
100%.
Yeah.
They should be held accountable. I don't care what
because that kid mentally is messed up. You know what I mean? Seeing all those things, especially if he's younger than 14.
Your real biological people are supposed to be the ones that protect you.
Yeah.
Not sell you off, bro.
Yeah, man. And it will be for something cheap too, like a few thousand.
Sold.
Yeah. That's crazy.
On auction, bro.
Yeah, no,
it's crazy.
That's wild.
Wild.
So Shannon Sharpe, Grape Accuser came out and alleging all sorts of craziness. Cloud Babies, you here thinking it was gonna be a dime piece.
He was controlling, he was domineering, he was manhandling me beforehand.
What is going on?
I don't know, dude. This is getting
Was
weird.
he that desperate? Or this is fake? This is money grab? You think this is real?
So this is a long time ago, 2008 or something like that, right? So a long time ago. Now, she looked probably a lot different. Because let's be real.
Yeah.
White women age like fruit a little bit.
Like fruit?
Like fruit a little bit. Okay? I don't want to be mean. So that's what happens in genetics profile. So that's probably what we're seeing. So she probably, looked a certain way in 2008. Now, her story is weird because now she fully admits that she was messing with Shannon while having a husband. Okay?
We met in actually the press room at the Broncos, April of 2002. And, but we didn't start talking until we met up at a club at Blue 67. And so he started talking to me and he started pursuing me pretty heavily from then on. I resisted for a while because, I was a reporter and I didn't want to mix the two. But he's very charming.
So that's one. Next thing is she doesn't remember, not really sure, if she broke up with the husband for Shannon Sharpe, but then goes on to claim that Shannon wanted her to break up with the husband, be exclusive to her. Then they were seeing each other for years after that. Eventually came to the point they would fight on the phone, and then it came to the point where they were fighting in person. Shannon did what he did, took it from her, and there was a struggle and so on. And they asked,
but why never came out since 2008? Then?
The interviewer asked that question, that very question, and she kind of shakily gave a response. And you could give this liability. She said that I was scared because Shannon told me that he knew a lot of people at the police station. Make the face again real quick. A lot of people at the police station, and she was unsure if she would go talk to one of them if she went in there.
What?
There's
That's
a lot
a
of
lame
police
excuse.
stations.
Yeah. I don't know. Like,
Bro,
I think it is a money grab, although we established that Shannon is a wild dude.
100%. Yeah.
That's established. But now I'm still intrigued with the whole story of where I don't even know where I'm at. Which side should I choose? Like, is he really a wild boy where he's gonna take the pussy?
Bro, I think he's a wild boy where he might, but it gets really weird because I know I don't believe it either. But now you got too many stories, and then the other thing is he's been seeing these girls for years.
Yeah,
like he's been seeing them for years. So he's built. Maybe he's got this like they would never wrong me. I don't know. Maybe he feels like. Remember we talked about him liking the BDSM and stuff. So when that gets blurred a little bit, maybe he's thinking like I can do that whenever.
I just don't like the fact like one woman come out, 14 others come out, and then dilute the story. Now, if there is a real story, you don't even know if it's real or not. That's where I'm at. Because the whole Zuzinga, whatever that other chick that was, that OnlyFans model, that
19,
one, it was
20-year-old.
more kind of like believable of the way like they were interacting, communicating. We know that he does know her and she knows him.
Yeah.
And even established that she even went to his house a couple of times
some
and he
proof.
went to her house, and I think that's how he got recorded.
Yeah.
That story we could establish and record like, all
Yeah.
right.
Whereas this lady doesn't have
This one
that
right
kind
here
of-
is just like,
Because
because
also-
you have a few pictures with the dude like that, like, I don't know, because he's a superstar at the end of the day. He was a football player.
He was fucking.
This
Let's
motherfucker
be
was
real.
taking all sorts of pictures and fucking all sorts of chick.
All
Yeah, that's what I'm
sorts.
saying.
Yeah.
So now it's like some chick from college talking about, oh, I grape her, some stuff like that. And then just to find out, like, I had a one night stand with this chick. Like,
Bro,
where we at? Like,
100%. The potential.
You know what I mean?
The potential of that happening to anyone now is crazy.
Highly.
It's so
Highly
it's
probable.
Like it could just happen. And if they want to fuck with you, even if a girl just wants to fuck with you, and if they're willing to go through because like if you're a man, if you're an attractive man and you're a high net worth, it's not even
you don't
that,
even have to be attractive. He's the high net worth.
But I'm just saying, for a girl to come out nowadays, because like, which is great. You want girls to be able to want to come forward, but come forward to the authorities, the police, and go through proper judicial systems and put that dude in jail. Coming out and speaking to the press, like that. This
For
is,
money. It's like a money grab. It's like you weren't hurt.
This
like,
is where it
it's
gets
like
weird. It
where
gets
you
weird.
Enjoying it, and then now you're like, oh, I could grab a bag in the middle of his downfall. He's gonna have to trickle down the economics of me giving me some source of money so it doesn't look too bad. So I'm gonna put pressure over a one night stand or something
It
wild
takes
like that,
advantage
you know?
in multiple ways, because like as a man, as Shannon, if you're going through this, bro, you don't want to go through more court battles.
I'm not for Shannon at the end of the day, Cloud Babies,
But-
or for this women. I just want the truth.
Yes.
I just don't want him to be penalized for some BS. Like,
100%.
come
But
on.
I'm saying though, it's easy for multiple women to jump onto the train when there's already now a cascading list, because it's almost like even for the lawyers, they must look at it like, for Shannon, you'd want to like not go to court. You'd be like so done with this. You know what I mean? Like you'd be willing to pay these people off, even if it's gonna cost you, and just to keep things quiet. Because at this point, you're like, I'm gonna have to go through courts from
And
like
that's
3
what
different
it
times.
was there. When the
Yeah.
information came out that he was trying to settle
10
for
million.
10 million,
Yeah.
these type of chicks is coming out like, word?
They want a piece.
There's tariff out here hitting us.
Tariff, yeah.
We can't even make 60,000
Tariff
right
came
now.
in, baby. Yeah.
Now we need to terrorize somebody. We're going to terrorize
You shouldn't be laughing on this.
some dudes that I fucked like in 1998. Like,
Yeah.
bitch, you wild right now. If that was true, you were really hurt, that really happened, you go to the fucking police. I don't
Yes.
believe like you think like he was RoboCop, like he knew every. If it was Shaq's situation, I understand. This nigga is literally a fucking policeman.
Yeah,
But
man, it's tough because back in
Shannon,
the day,
come
though.
on now.
Now I will say that it's really tough because back in the day, right? There wasn't a lot of we weren't as quick to like jump on board because there was a lot of that going on. And the other thing is, women back then, it was like when you get like Stockholm syndrome almost, right? When like they still love the dude, or like, you know what I mean? Even though they getting their ass beat, they're staying. They don't even want to go to the police. They'll never admit it.
No, it's not that.
And you don't want
Back
that.
then there was shame. Now there is
Yeah.
no shame.
But well, I mean, shame was tied into how like they didn't want people to know that what was going on in their household because of shame that would come with it, right? Even just the stigma of having a household that was having
Son,
domestic
shame
violence.
was like really having John Doe's. Now they'll put the John Doe and the name of the person that, like, it's so stupid.
Yeah.
John Doe claimed This lawsuit is by
Well-
Tom Story and Tony Remy.
Yeah,
So who's the John Doe? It's us.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, it made no fucking sense. Back
That
then,
actually-
a John Doe, you
Yeah.
was really a John Doe. You
Yeah.
was like anonymous. Now your name is in there. Like, we
So-
find out within 24 hours who it is.
That tells me that the you know, the cases that we're hearing about, especially with celebrity cases, it's not the same as it was before. That shows me that it's I mean, there might be legitimacy to it, but it's way more murky and money's involved. And things aren't as clear. And it makes it worse because now you're getting this boy who cry wolf situation where things are gonna slide the other way.
He's just looking too easy. We already
Yeah.
seen the examples.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We already seen at least 4 examples for the
Yeah.
past like 4 years. So now we're really questioning everything.
100%.
You know?
Well, you would think that like, especially the black community behind Shannon is like being like, yo, trying to hear out more information, obviously, but still trying to back him, being like, man, we've seen this before. It's happened to a lot of black men
Giving them the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, until proven completely guilty with proper evidence, beyond the phone call threat.
Yeah.
Of doing what he was trying to do.
Well, good luck, Shannon.
Doesn't it? Not a good look, Shannon.
Not a good look, Shannon. God damn.
Gorillas aren't built for long fights. They're like sprinters. They explode for about a minute and then they gas out hard.
Man, I'm taking that gorilla. Man, do people know how big them silverback gorillas are?
Surround it, distract it, get on it, you know what I mean?
How are you going to kill it? I haven't heard one logical response or explanation because obviously no tools are allowed.
I heard a lot of black people be like, that silverback's gonna f them up, and I was like, I trust black people in this because it's such a white, like all the white people are being like, we'd f them up, and all the black people are like, that gorilla would f them up, and I'm like, I trust black people at assessing danger more than I do white people because white people suck at assessing danger.
That is the best argument you made.
Because we always think, like Trey even said yesterday, it's like, yeah, dude, a bunch of these Joe Rogan are being like, we don't even need 100, me and my buddy on XGH, we can this up. But when I saw a bunch of black people being like, that's silver, I was like, yeah, man, like, black people have a better radar for, I don't know about that, than white people do. Like, when it comes to, I don't know about that, they score 99% on the combine test.
Yo, the internet has finally come to a consensus to answer this age-old question that we must get to the bottom of. And that question is, who's winning? A gorilla, a silverback versus 100 men? All right?
See, now you say silverback. It has to be a silverback.
It has to be.
Because
can't be no cross river gorilla.
It can't be.
Because we got that.
No.
Given the fact I've studied primatology and seen gorillas close up in the wild, I feel like I should weigh in. You wouldn't fit 100 men around a gorilla to start with. That just wouldn't work. So I'm assuming you would have to throw groups of men at the gorilla at a time, probably 5 men. Now, this is a replica skull of a mountain gorilla. 5 men are going to be absolutely decimated by a gorilla. The gorilla will turn them into confetti very quickly.
But that gorilla alone will smash 50 for fun.
I mean,
that's what I'm talking about. What type of gorilla are we talking about? 100 men. Are we having weapons?
Yes.
I say no.
So these are the questions.
Weapon, that's easy. Right. That's easy work.
Okay, what about okay, well, definitely guns are out of the question.
Guns is out of the question.
Any sort of weapon above a gun is out of the question, right?
We're going to establish this real quick right here, okay?
Yeah, go ahead.
So 100 men versus 8 gorilla. Not 2, 3, 4. Yeah. And it has to be a silverback gorilla. Okay? Bare hands, throwing down. Yeah. We're going to eye gouge. We're going to try to chokehold. We're going to leg kick.
Are we picking the men? Are we picking our best 100?
Our best 100.
Our best 100
still get smashed. For at least 40 of them is getting getting washed.
But our best 100?
It's not possible.
Our best 100?
It's not possible.
We're
talking about Jim Jones. We're talking about Tyson in his prime, Muhammad Ali. Son, the body structure of a freaking gorilla, the brute force, like Charleston White was talking about,
100%,
is real.
Y'all see him break the coconut like this? Like break the coconut with a fist? Yeah, that's your head. That's your head, boy.
Babies, this is not realistic, man. I don't believe it.
Gorilla go kill 70 niggas. Man, you can't no 100 niggas whoop no gorilla. Man, that gorilla go kill 90 niggas for 10 run. Man, nigga.
You think it's a chance, even a little bit of chance?
There's nothing that a human can do, nigga, with just his bare hands to inflict, nigga, the kind of pain to make a gorilla tap out. Nigga, that gorilla got a brute force that, nigga, you don't even know he got until you
I ain't gonna lie to Unc. So you think you can't, like, okay, say the gorilla come up, right, and you hit like you somehow get behind a nigga and you just choke that nigga. You think you can choke him?
If everybody work together. His teeth and his claws. Whoever choking, go let him go, because there's no human that can bite him like this. There's no human that can grab him like this. The brute force of this motherfucking gorilla. Nigga, you ain't never felt this from now, nigga, you done fought. So when you grab him and you be, man, when he, you go let go. And off human instincts in nature, when you see him do one motherfucker like that, 99 running, nigga.
Now, I will say this. In this argument, I've been thinking about it.
Yeah.
Too much. Okay? Now, we're going barehanded. We're going our top 100 throughout history, the best of us, right? We have to take into consideration one thing, okay? cardio.
Fatigue. Yes.
Now,
go ahead.
Your gorilla is a muscled up fiend, right? Now, we know he's explosive, crazy athletic, but he's just like me. Gasses out pretty damn quick. So how long the gorilla gonna last out? If the men can at least hold off for 5, 10, 15, now we got a long dragged out fight. Now we got a different story. Because now power starts to diminish as the cardio goes down. So
That's understandable.
is it possible that we can survive long enough?
How long usually a normal fight will last? Think about it.
60 seconds maximum.
We'll usually say maybe 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Real like we scrubbling.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Put you on the floor stuff. That's humans.
Until it gets broken up or something.
Humans versus human. Like, yeah, we tumbling down. Like we fighting.
60 seconds
trying
is a
to
long
put
time.
each other. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about you tired into the
Yeah.
middle and stuff like that. It's
Yeah.
a good 2 minutes max of like real energy.
Yeah, maximum output.
Now, think
Yeah.
about this, right? The gorilla charged towards 100 men.
Yeah.
For 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Yeah, I know. Now keep in mind.
Okay. Now, even if he sits down, trying to catch a breath while he's getting punched up, kicked up, and stuff like that, you gotta understand, like, the power of a human's, the pressure of him getting hit.
Yeah.
It's like not
It's
that
nothing.
like
It's nothing.
I could easily catch my breath within 60 seconds of getting whooped as a gorilla, silverback.
But now you're making good points here. I'm gonna come in after this. You can make another point if you have him.
He's gonna smash another 40. So now you left with 20 niggas trying to figure this shit out. Cause the first 40 I'm telling you is dead.
Right.
When he run up to you like,
yeah.
First off, 20 niggas is gonna run.
Yeah.
Out of fear.
Okay. Yeah, I'm with you. Okay. All right. Now we're talking about psychological.
Out of fear.
Out of psychological.
I don't care if you was the Squid Game. You know, if you won this, you're gonna get $100 million.
Right.
At least 20 of them is running.
That's good.
So
I like that. That's actually good.
I don't think there's a definitive answer, but I have to say that I would be on the side of the humans in this case. Gorillas come to this with, a ton of power, all that upper body strength. You can see them here kind of just smashing people right and left. They've got incredible jaw strength. But I think the sheer number of humans that they would be up against and the fact that humans could hopefully coordinate their behavior, tag team, take a little bit of a rest while the gorilla would just be going full steam the whole time would really put the advantage in for the humans.
Goes into my whole argument.
Oh, go ahead.
All right, we got the 20 dudes that runs. Now that breaks down that gorilla.
40 died.
Cool, that's fine. Hold on. No, that's not part of this. First, so I'm saying this, right? So 40's gonna die. Let's say that. I'm with you on that. 20 runs. Now the 20 that runs, we'll forget about them. We'll come back to them later, right? Now we got the what is it? 20. You got 20. You got 40 gone. You got 60. You got another 40 left, right? Now these 40, right? The gorilla is how big? The gorilla is big, but he's about size of 3 men, right? In width. You're assuming the gorilla is some sort of tactical genius. Everyone's assuming the gorilla is gonna do one smash and grab and then move on to the next person. One hit, oh, I got that one down, on to the next. No, this gorilla is gonna smash that one person at least 6 to 7 more times out of security. Do you know what I mean? It's an animal. He's doing what he's gotta do. So that's time and that's energy wasted. You don't think that animal is gonna waste an energy or be scared as well? He's gonna be freaked out. Adrenaline's gonna be up. He's gonna burn out his cardio. And if the 20 men can survive long enough, the rest of the 20 that ran away, they can come back in and pick up the scraps later. We gotta win, goddammit. So the gorilla can only focus on 1 to 2 people at a time. And then he's gonna...
But if he grabs you, you dead. He's gonna pound on you.
Yeah, but he's gonna grab you.
He'll grab you by the leg and start slapping
And
you
he's not smart
with
enough.
other niggas.
And he's not
You feel
smart
me?
enough to know that you dead.
Son, the only niggas that could kill a gorilla, son, is a fucking crackhead from Long Beach, nigga.
Yeah,
but we're not sending no crackheads.
Part of the team. Part of the team. That's exactly who we're represented with. Now, like I said, he's gonna grab you and not know you're dead. So he's gonna waste time and energy with each of the bodies. By the time he gets 20 deep, 40 deep, the gorilla's gonna be passed out. And we just gonna be like, we win by war of attrition.
That's
my
why animals
argument.
hate us, yo.
That's my argument.
That's exactly why animals is hating us, yo.
See, I ain't start that shit with nobody. They started that shit with me. I just finished it. Number 10, come get your little shit back, you heard? She with the apes now, nigga. Boom, beat his fucking head in like a drum. One of these niggas had this shit on. I'm trying to get waves on my shit now. You ain't see me going on the internet making videos like, yo, I could beat 100 niggas. I come get your shit back in blood, boy. They came to my shit. The last nigga, I just wanted to keep him alive. So, I just robbed him of his Dior's and shit. Nah, chill. My shit's spinning. I'm a real Westside Rilla. 100 niggas ran down and I ain't even flinch. Nigga number one ain't make it home to see his bitch. 120 down the highway and I ain't even crashed the whip. Follow me on SoundCloud though, the real Rilla. Coming from where I come from, not a lot of Rillas make it out. I had to scope the scenery out, so I'm here. What is this? Spent 50 days in the Bronx Zoo. I want a Hellcat. They ain't know I had to clap. Everybody get shot. Boom, boom, boom. R.I.P. my nigga Harambe though. Y'all violated. We gonna get back for that. Fuck y'all niggas talk about. 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I'm trying to bring this shit to the jungle. Fuck you talking about? Moral of the story, man. Y'all know where I'm at, man. If y'all need that, come get that. Westside Rilla shit.